hit is substantial. I mean, financially, emotionally, I mean, it is.
Pandemic's financial devastation in these unprecedented tough times means some are eyeing their retirement savings just to survive. Within a matter of months, the way many of us were planning for our financial futures seemed to instantly transform, as some now are tapping into savings just to make it. The I-Team's Sean Cudahy digs deeper, showing us the future prospects financial experts see and how you should approach saving after so many companies' bottom lines changed overnight.
We're feeling the same thing that I know a lot of people are, you know, some fear, some anxiety and hope and all of those things.
Empty chairs, symbolic of that mix of emotions inside Dayton's Coco's Bistro, reflecting the struggles so many small businesses are facing. The restaurant had to lay off 16 workers, left with just 2 full-time and 1 part-time employee. Region-wide, the Miami Valley Restaurant Association tells the I-Team it doesn't have exact numbers, but knows at least 60% of restaurant employees have lost their job. Among them, Randy Holland.
My checking is just over $20, and I have a little bit left on a credit line.
He's been furloughed from Culp's Cafe at Carillon Park since mid-March.
My stimulus money went to paying off back bills.
Now struggling to make ends meet.
I'm a single father of 2, lacking financial resources. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Certainly what's happened over the last couple months is having an impact here at the local level, like in the Oregon district where you've got restaurant and small business owners struggling to make ends meet. But there's also a much broader impact that's being felt across the country as people look toward their future.
But this is the effect you have done.
As health officials watch COVID-19's curve,
small businesses are the ones that are taking it the hardest.
University of Dayton finance professor John Fulkerson is watching a different kind of curve with the markets. His big question, what letter will define our economic recovery?
So V-shape means we have a short-term economic loss and then a quick recovery back to the way it was. U-shape, it takes a little longer, it goes up a little slower to get back to where we are.
How it turns out, still anyone's guess. It has financial advisors preaching a mantra that can be difficult to stomach: patience.
Don't make an emotional decision.
Sigma investment counselor CEO Robert Bilkey's advice: keep investing every month.
It's hard to understand what volatility is until you go through it. So first-time investors setting up a 401k, this very well could be their first big drop, and suddenly they realize they took a lot more risk than they wanted to. But we say, wait till the ride's over to make an adjustment.
In a sense, your monthly investments are steps toward planning to start growing your retirement savings again when the market recovers. Remember, 401ks are based collectively on your company's profits. As for those close to retiring, Bilkey says it's a bad idea to change strategy.
And there's a lot of uncertainties, a lot of things that are going to change. I would not be thinking about being more aggressive here.
The uncertainties of this time have led to anxiety, not just for those managing retirement accounts, but for those forced to dip into their life savings.
It's gone. Honestly, I didn't think twice about it.
To get by now.
My kids have got to be taken care of. That's my first priority as a father.
For Holland and others out of work, the future remains a bit of a mystery. Job prospects impacted by questions like whether people will spend money going to stores. Will they vacation, flying, and staying in hotels? Will companies send workers to conventions? And will people go out to eat like before? That last question at the heart of Coco's Bistro's future. Owner Karen Gagne expecting even as things improve, they still might not be normal.
You know, whereas I used to have 32 tables out here, I'll probably have 20. So to allow that 6 feet spacing between tables.
But even as she and her staff plan an uncertain future, Gagne is looking for the silver linings.
Finding gratitude in, the moment and just being present.
That's what she hopes to take away.
While it's been sad and, it has had a big impact, there's some really beautiful things that can come from it as well. So I'm going to try and remember those things.
From this unexpected lesson in resiliency. For the I-Team, Sean Cudahy, News Center 7.
Consumer advisor Clark Howard adds a couple of things, especially if you're under 50. Don't worry so much right now because your retirement savings will have a long time to recover, he says. And for those struggling to pay your mortgage or rent, Clark Howard says, send as you're able to your lender or landlord and talk to them. Live right now on WHIO.com, the I-Team's John Bedell profiles the call centers, retail, distribution, and healthcare industries that are hiring. You can also watch that story on WHIO TV Now, our free streaming app on your Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV.